Hi everyone and welcome. Sometimes we have lots of papers, lots of reports, lots of pages to study, to work on them and to read them, but we don't have that much time or we are not that fast to read all of them very good. So in this video, we want to talk about how we can read faster but keep the quality. So let's go. Usually between 200 to 300 words per minute we can read in a normal process, but with process of fast reading but keeping the same quality, we can read 5 times faster, like 1500 words per minute. Imagine, it's really good. The first question is that what is the reading process in our brain? First of all, our eye look at one word and then our eyes move through the lines and see more words. And then our brain starts processing and understanding the meaning of words and sentences. The only thing that we have to do is to increase the speed of this process in our brain. This is very different from skimming. In skimming, we may lose some important information, but when we practice to read faster and faster, we don't want to lose this data and information. We want to keep the same quality as before, but we want to save time without sacrificing the data. And at the same time, it helps to have a better memory too. And here are the points. Okay, number one of the most important keys in reading faster is how to learn to read multiple words at once. We should use peripheral vision in a way to make this speed easier. So, in this way, we can start by reading and seeing a couple of words at a glance. Then read more lines like this and then continue. You will see how our brain process is really faster and understand what we read at the same time. We can take a pencil and draw 2 vertical lines down the report. Then I start reading the report, and at the same time we can use our hand or a piece of a paper to cover the rest of the page. We will read faster and our brain process the data faster. Okay, next one. Have you seen people that they read a report and then their eyes move back and they want to read the previous words and sentences again? We should seriously avoid this when we want to read faster. But how? We can use our finger, we can use a ruler, a bookmark, or a piece of paper. And as we are reading, we can move the ruler, and in this way, we stay focused. And we can read faster, and again, our brain can process the data faster. When we look at the time and consider a deadline for reading a book or finish a report, we can use the time better and see how much time it takes to finish a page, and then see how much time it takes to finish a book. We can set up a timer and then read normally and then see how much time it takes to finish a page. Then we can set up a timer for a new page and consider all the previous and future factors in this video and then see how long it takes to read a page. Keep practice and use this technique and compare the time that you have spent to read one page, and you will see how you save time and how you will read faster and faster without sacrificing the data. There is a website that we can use and see how many words per minute we read, and it's called Words to Page. We can practice by considering the previous factors and future factors and then see how we improve our reading speed. If our eyes are jumping through the lines and pages, it's better to use an index card below each line and slip it as we read. So in this way, we can stay focused and control our eyes movement. The other thing is set up a goal for yourself and try to achieve it. Make a commitment and responsibility. It will be like a duty that you have to do it. It's an obligation for you. Like, I want to finish a 200-page book in 3 days. Or I want to read a 50-page report in 3 hours. I want to learn more about IT and technology in a month. The other thing is that when we read, we speak in our brain. What does it mean? Simply, it means that when we read a sentence word by word, we repeat them in our brain. This is the way that teachers at a school teach students to read like this, word by word. This reduces the reading speed. Usually people read like this unless they want to change the process and read faster. The most interesting part is that the average reading speed is the same as average talking speed. That's why when we read, we speak in our brain silently. But we don't need to read every word and understand them. Our brain can process the data and understand the meaning of words and sentences. It's like this, that you see a stop sign and you don't read that stop and then understand the meaning. Immediately when see a word, our brain process the data, our brain understand it. And we should practice to see the words and then go on. Go to the next word, go to the next line, go to the next page, and don't stop. And the other factor, we should read with a purpose. Like what? We should read with a purpose and motivation. Like, why I want to read a book about cooking? Why should I read a book about technology and IT? There should be a purpose. There should be a motivation. Why should I read an accounting book? Because I want to get a promotion, because I want to understand more about financial reporting, because I want to more about oil and salt in cooking. These are the motivation. These are the factors that are the purpose of reading. And the other thing is about the exam condition, or when we want to read a report or a case or a question and someone is asking us a question, or maybe they will ask some questions. We can think about those questions, or in exam environment, we can read the specific line or part that directly is asking the question. When we know the question and then start reading the case, start reading the report and question, we can understand which parts of the report are more important than other ones. And then we take the important data and information and use them in order to answer the question properly. And the last factor in this video is, definitely for sure you have heard that practice makes perfect, but I want to change it a bit. Smart practice makes perfect. Use all these factors, practice them, and you will see how your reading speed is improving and getting better and better, and you will save a lot of time without sacrificing the data and reading with the same quality as before. If you found this video helpful and informative, appreciate you like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already. Thanks for watching and see you soon!